What is up, my veggies? My name is VeggieTales Raymond, and welcome back to another movie review. And today, we're actually reviewing the third movie that we saw today. Technically yesterday, but I'm not getting all that.
Can we just go ahead and list the first two?
Because we have a bigger plan for the other movie. No, I don't want to tell them because it's a bigger deal.
Okay. Can we tell them about the other thing?
They gotta wait till they see the video.
Fine.
Today we are reviewing the Incredibles 2, which, no, the movie's not called The Incredibles 2, it's called Incredibles 2. A lot of people are saying it's The Incredibles 2.
Does it matter?
Yes!
It is 3 letters.
When it comes to titling the video, yes, it matters.
What is wrong with you?
Okay, so, whatever.
Are you on drugs?
Alright, let's get into this. So first things first, this movie was not just to make a sequel, in my opinion. This was for the fans of the original movie.
They had 2 cuss words.
Yeah, we'll get into that in a minute. But
I will say them now.
No, you will not. Okay, my mind just blanked. Okay. So, but like I said, this movie was made for the fans, obviously. This was made...
There were guns.
There were guns in the original.
Yeah, I know, I'm just saying, nowadays, that crap don't fly. They changed it in freaking Spyro.
Spyro?
Yeah, the Reignited trilogy, you didn't see that trailer?
There were guns in Spyro?
Yeah.
Alright, let's get back to this. So what was I saying?
How it was made for the fans.
This was made for the fans, obviously, because one, a lot of people who grew up with the original are like a lot in their teens and are adults by now. A lot of people who grew up with that movie, and but clearly this clearly is. You can go back and watch the original one. You can tell it's aimed more toward a younger audience, but this one is aimed towards the teen, in my opinion, seems like it's aimed towards the teen and adult audience. Here's a few reasons why. One, they say the H word, H-E double hockey sticks, not once, but twice in this film, and they also say another word. It's not nothing major, it's a beaver. Well, I can say that. A beaver... I'm just going to do this. I'm not going to say it. But you guys know what I mean. But that's what makes it think... And there's also a scene of them drinking alcohol. So that's another thing that's part of it.
Also, before anything else, if you are a child and watching this to find out, should I go see this? It does have an epilepsy warning.
Yeah. They're actually
Screenslaver.
Before you actually watch the movie, there's a thing that pops up on screen, says, hey, there's a lot of flashing lights and stuff in this movie, and you might have a seizure.
Yeah, like, it legitimately made me feel a little bit woozy watching it.
Yeah, oh, same.
Like, it
I was like,
makes you go
that one scene where they're in that room and it's all flashing.
That was like the only one that I could keep my eyes open for long enough.
I was like, what's going on?
Like that first time it happened, I wasn't expecting it, and then that happens, and I'm like, oh God, what's going on?
That whole room is just flashing. If you guys have seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about.
That was an awesome fight, though.
Oh, so totally was. And this movie is pretty much complete role reversal from the original, where Mr. Incredible was out doing everything in the original, and I'm using their superhero names. Elastigirl was at home doing all the parent stuff. For this, it was the other way around, and which was really cool.
They had more of Edna.
Yes! I loved Edna in this movie.
No capes!
Even though I'm surprised that wasn't a reference.
Yeah, actually, though.
I will say one thing. Before the movie actually started, there was a little thing, you know how there's like a silence your cell phone thing? And the way they did it was actually funny.
Yeah, like, I laughed at it.
Like, it was funny. Like, they had an actual little clip from the movie playing, and then it stopped because there was a phone ringing, and Edna was like, is there a phone in here? That is not fashionable, darling.
Even in 2018, it is not fashionable.
A phone ringing in a movie theater in 2018? That is not fashionable, darling. It was crazy. But I loved Edna in this movie. Edna was one of my favorite parts of this movie.
I do not do babysitting.
Yeah.
Wait, he has powers.
Okay, we're not trying to give you anything, but you already knew from the trailer that Jack's powers are... They're not really a major part of this movie like the trailers brought it up to be.
Well, they kind of... They took up like half of the plot. I mean...
Well, obviously that was the
there were
secondary
like two
plot.
Stories going on at the same time.
That was the secondary plot.
Yeah,
but it wasn't as big as
one.
the trailers made it out to be as important.
No, it didn't like save the day.
But it was still cool. Because in the first Incredibles, we did get to see at the end of the movie a bunch of Jack's powers, and in the short film Jack Attacks, we got to see a whole bunch of his powers. But in this, we got to see a bunch more of his powers that weren't in the original stuff. Like okay, this is not really story.
Laser eyes.
Well, that was in the original.
Oh, was it?
He could grow large.
He could change his face.
Yes.
He turned
into Edna.
Yeah.
Okay, we're not trying to give away any major plot points.
These aren't major plot points. It's Jack.
Yeah.
Like, that's not major plot points.
Okay, and one thing I want to say, don't do what we did, because we actually got out of the movie theater quick. Because I like to sit, like, when there's, like, an animated, like, credits segment thing, I like to sit through that, because I like to
Well, we sat through ours. We sat in...
Not in that one. No? Not in that one. We got out of there quick, because we had to get to our other movie.
Maybe it was the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was the other one.
Yeah.
Like,
we got out of there quick.
Next movie.
We got out of there quick. Like, we were like, I wanted to then appreciate that because I liked it was Hotel Transylvania. We sat through the entire
that one and the one right after that.
Yeah. So, and if you guys wondering why are you saying the one right after that, not actually saying the movie? Because I have a big plan for that review.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, and we're probably gonna be up to like 3 in the morning working on that video.
Dude, it's almost 3 in the morning right now.
We'll probably up to 5 in the morning working on that video. But guys, we're gonna talk about this movie a little bit more. So, if you're going into this movie expecting one thing, this movie takes place directly after the first one.
Yeah, like it starts up right at the scene where the Underminer shows up. And it shows that. That's where it takes place.
When they first announced Incredibles 2, I thought they were just going to glance over that. I
thought that was going to be something like... That was
a video game came out that took place at... There were 2 The Incredibles video games. One that followed the movie storyline.
Which is the one I had.
And there was another one that came out that followed the stuff with the Underminer. Which a lot of people... I started seeing videos like, hey, does this spoil The Incredibles 2? And no, it didn't. Because I actually watched a playthrough, a little bit of I didn't watch the playthrough of it, but I watched cutscenes of it, and I was like, that doesn't spoil the movie at all because there wasn't plans for a sequel back then.
Yeah, and Underminer was there just for a minute.
Yeah, and actually, according to them, he got away.
So he could show up.
So maybe
it could be Incredibles 3.
Yeah, who knows? And 14 more years.
Yay.
Who knows? What's the next Pixar that's going to get a sequel? A Bug's Life?
I actually would watch that.
How would they even do that?
I don't know, but I'd watch it.
So would I. How would they?
That was a good movie. I just don't know how they would make a sequel to it.
I don't know. I would love a sequel to A Bug's Life.
Hey, why don't we get another sequel to Toy Story?
We are getting another sequel next year. Which I'm actually excited for because I love Toy Story. Okay.
Why did we go on Toy Story again?
Or it was in the Pixar. Okay. While I'm talking about The Incredibles, real quick, I want to mention the Lego game that came out. Haven't played it. Avoided everything of it because it had the second movie in it, so that would be major spoilers for me.
Now I can just get it for my Switch and play it everywhere.
I want to play it because it looks really good. And it's got some of the most unique gameplay mechanics in a Lego game. So
it's The Incredibles. It's one of the most unique movies of all time.
And it's just so cool. But this movie was good. I actually really enjoyed it. It definitely wasn't the jaw-dropping spectacle I was hoping for, but it was good.
It wasn't like Cars 2.
I don't hate Cars 2.
I don't either. I'm just saying it wasn't like a Cars 2. Where the first one was good, but then the second one rolls around and it's pretty crap compared to the first one.
I'd prefer the second one over the first one, to be honest.
Well, that's because you're stupid, Raymond.
No, because I just...
That's because your opinions don't count.
I'm not big on racing stuff. That's one reason why.
That's why your opinions don't count.
I like the whole.
Anyway, let's get back to this. Let's get back to the review.
Yeah, we get off topic a lot in this review.
Yeah, because your opinions, they keep getting in the way.
But
your opinions don't matter.
But this movie, one, was much longer than the original. Actually, let me actually see how long the original Incredibles was. My computer's right here.
You're recording this on his iPhone, next to his computer.
Running time. The original one was it was almost around the same time. It's like 10 minutes longer. The new one is 10 minutes longer.
It's still a very long movie.
It felt longer than it was. That felt like a 3-hour movie.
Well, it didn't feel long to me personally. Personally, I found it very engaging, but it didn't treat you like you were a baby.
Oh, yeah, the humor was very good in this movie. Like, it wasn't nowhere near as like, there was, like, what, one poop joke? Yeah, there was one poop joke.
Yeah, at the beginning.
And the thing is, it was a baby, and it really didn't get to me because I like Jack as a whole.
Yeah, like...
Because it's Jack. He's adorable and funny. One thing I
Jack beat the crap out of that raccoon, though.
You will understand that if you've seen the movie. One thing I want to mention that I actually did have a problem with this movie. Like, in the first movie, Dash was one of my favorite characters.
In this one, he was just obnoxious.
In this one, he was...
I mean, he was always obnoxious to me.
I feel like in the first movie, like, the kid that was focused on more was Dash. And in this one, the kid that was focused on more was Violet. Which, honestly, I like Violet. She has my favorite superpower in the movie, actually. I love invisibility.
I would
scare the crap out of so many people. I would use that
to mess with so many people.
I would just be like...
I would just use that to hide away from everyone.
And just watch anime.
And just hide in my room, and people just keep thinking, oh...
Tanner's gone!
Tanner's gone. He left his TV on again. And then as soon as they leave, I just turn it back on. They think there's a ghost in my room.
But The Incredibles 2 was good. It definitely, it was, in my opinion, it was a tiny little bit overhyped. I can't lie.
Well, then again, that's a 14-year wait for it.
But one, it wasn't, no, I mean, when it was announced.
Yeah, but still, like, people have been, like, wanting it since that movie came out. So, of course, hype's going to build up.
And honestly, with how the success for that movie went, Incredibles 2, I would not be surprised if Pixar got their money. This gave us some money. Let's get a part 3 out. I would not be surprised.
And then turned it into a cash cow franchise that turned into a big pile of crap.
See, you did go with the first sequel. If you want to do another, that's fine. Just don't do anything stupid. Just don't get into into generic superhero territory. Don't get like,
oh well, the screenslaver's back at it again. Ooh, Sinestro's back.
And another thing I actually want to point out about this movie, I would like to see if they do another Incredibles movie. I want to see something, because like in this movie, basically the main hero was Elastigirl, obviously. And the other one, the main hero was...
Violet.
No. Violet?
Well, I mean, she did save the day multiple times.
But Mr. Incredible was the... But if we get another Incredibles movie, I want it to be where the kids are the main focus.
I mean, they could leave out Dash.
Because...
I mean, he's always, like, sort
of... Yeah, because, like...
I don't like those, like, really impatient, bratty kids. Then again, I don't like kids in general.
In the first movie, Dash was a little brat kid, but
he had a little bit of charm to him.
And this one, he wasn't a bad character. Don't get me wrong. He had one of my favorite lines in the movie.
Math is math.
Like, they want us to do math this way. I'm not getting into that topic because I'll go on a whole 2-hour rant about that.
How long has the video been? It's been at least like 5 minutes. So
gotta milk it to that 10-minute mark.
I can stretch it out to 10 minutes.
Okay, well, let me get back to what I was trying to say. What was I saying? Yeah. But, like, I would be interested in a movie where it focuses on the kids. Like, it can focus on all 3 of them. And, like it could be a few years later where, like, Jack's a little bit older, Violet's older, Violet's, like, around her. Because, like, Violet's, like 14-ish. And I'd like to see, like, bring it up to, like, where Violet's, like, 16, and, like, Dash is, like, around, I don't even know how old Dash is.
Well, that would probably make him the super edgy one of the group.
Oh, my gosh.
I kind of want to see that. It's just like, I'm not going to do what you want.
There's what I think would happen with Jack as he grow up, some of his powers don't stay.
Well, I mean, I would like to see like a Superman kind of character with Jack. I kind of just want to see a Superman style character, like he has all the superpowers you can think of. I mean, look at Superman. He's got like freeze breath. He's got laser eyes. He's got super strength. He can fly. He's got X-ray vision. He's got
according to what they said, he
could shoot mini Supermans out of his hands. Don't ask about that.
No, but according to what Robert said, or Bob, or whatever you want to call him, Jack has 17 powers.
Yeah.
So we didn't even see all his powers in that movie. No, we saw most of them. No, we didn't see all of them. There was not 17 shown. There was probably like around 10. So there was probably like 7 or 6 we did not see. So I'm curious, what were those powers we didn't see?
That's going to be pretty cool.
And so I wouldn't mind another Incredible sequel.
No, I wouldn't either.
Just don't screw it up. And to give the same people that was behind this one, it could be good.
If they can just keep going into
more
adult themes,
give it a new villain. I'd like to see like, cause like one like out of
like a cameo from the screenslaver.
No, that wouldn't work because like how the movie ended and everything. So I think we should go ahead and get to the rating. I'll give this a solid 4. I'm gonna give this a solid 4 out of 5.
9 out of 10. Actually, no. 8 out of 10.
No, the rating is 1 to 5.
Squiggle Nerf out of 5.
No, for real. What's your rating?
4 out of 5.
So about the same. Because I can't lie, there were some things where I was like, eh.
Well, I mean, it just like that's partially because by the end of it,
in my
there
opinion,
were so many flashing lights in it that I was like dizzy.
Oh yeah.
And that could just be, oh, he might be epileptic. I mean, I've had seizures before, so who knows? I didn't pass out and die.
But this movie was fairly decent, and I could see another one being made. And it was just good. I enjoyed it. It was funny. It had good moments. I loved Edna in it. Edna was probably one of my favorite parts.
It got dark. Like, there were like
but
people
there's one
dying,
there is one.
Like she's like, oh, I saved train with 0 casualties.
I bet this brings it back to the first movie. It was like, oh yeah, I did things where people died.
Yeah, like
I'm
a lot of people died because of me.
I'm the reason why superheroes are illegal.
Yeah, like I caused a couple million in property damage. Maybe I'm the reason superheroes are illegal. But no, I'm gonna complain anyway because I'm freaking stupid.
That is another problem I had. He complained a lot.
Yeah, he just became an insufferable jerk.
But what would you expect when you've always been looked in the spotlight, then all of a sudden, hey, we're going to put that spotlight on your wife?
Well, I mean, good for her then.
Yeah, I agree with that. But
whatever.
But guys, that's basically all we've got to say. Oh, well, I forgot one more thing I wanted to say. I really hope there is another movie, because if there isn't, it's fine. But if there is, there's something I really want them to do with it. I would really want the kids to be more focused, especially Violet, since Violet is probably my favorite out of the kids.
I want a spin-off movie about Edna. That would be great.
Oh my goodness! I just realized something.
What?
I'll mention it after the video. It has something to do with Edna, but I'll mention it after the video.
No capes.
No capes.
No capes.
But that's basically it for this movie. I enjoyed it. I mean, this video, not this movie. So guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please tap the like button down below. Subscribe. No, that can stay in. I like something like.
Okay, we'll cut that out. That I just did that.
No, it don't matter. I'll keep it in. So subscribe, leave me a comment, and link to all my social medias in the description below. And do not forget the notification button to be notified when I upload videos. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.